After taking a look today, deputies say they have a pretty good idea of what happened here, but they are once again hesitant to say more. Standing along Moores Mill and Steger Road right now, and I can hold you up and show you an example of what we're talking about. The soybean field caught fire, and with how dry this summer has been, we were told that the juvenile boy suffered a life-threatening gunshot wound. It's unclear yet who was holding the gun or what led up to this terrifying call. Greg and Siobhan, acclaimed and heralded though she was here in the transportation vestibule of Huntsville Airport. The accolades bestowed henceforth upon Aaron, well deserved, after the scholarly pursuits of this precocious 8th grader's seemingly undying devotion to the lexicon. The officer was a member of that STAC team, and he says they were showing up to what they believed was going to be a sizable drug bust. And Chief McMurray says, unfortunately, that turned violent when he says the suspect saw the officer, took out a gun, and started shooting. Just before sunset in Huntsville on Friday evening, dozens of police officers rushed to the neighborhood along Oakwood Avenue and Meridian.
Through an investigation including confidential informants and buys, we had information of a large amount of drugs that would be dropped off at a location.
The tip, given to the STAC team, turned catastrophic as police officers got the call that a fellow officer had been shot.
It's the last thing any of us want to confront, but it's happened.
Chief Mark McMurray says the victim, a 20-year veteran of the police force, was shot by a person they believe was showing up to the drug transaction. The bullet struck the officer's heart.
And after over 1.5 hours of intensive medical treatment, there was nothing that could be done.
The Huntsville community has lost a hero.
Chief McMurray didn't share the name of the officer, but said the suspected gunman was arrested.
But the public is safe at this time. He is not out there looking to harm anyone else.
I think it's very important that we never forget that the people behind us are the ones that show up when you dial those 3 numbers.
Lieutenant Tony McEllier commands the STAC team. He was embraced by city leaders outside the North Precinct.
We'll get through this just like we always have. This is what we do in law enforcement.
Chief McMurray did not take questions this evening. Right now, a forensic team is still out on Levert Street gathering evidence. They will also be looking over body cam video from earlier today of exactly what happened. So far, we don't know if anybody else was arrested in connection with this case, and we don't know just how large of a drug bust this was. Reporting live in North Huntsville, Joel Porter, WHNT News 19.
Nowhere in my mind did I think somebody stole things.
But Tammy Hendricks, like everyone attending Anna and Lee Todd's wedding in Florence in June, had a sickening feeling when the party was over.
They went through trash. They went through the surveillance videos. They were the ones who followed that instinct of something's not right.
Combing through the video, Hendricks, the First Christian Church secretary, is now credited for capturing the face of a woman wanted for a string of thefts.
What she did was just so unnerving.
I don't think she had much choice but to be cooperative. I think the video was pretty much the thing that made her have to turn herself in.
With several tips, Florence police identified and talked on the phone to Sandra Henson to get her version of what happened when she was spotted at several weddings around Florence in June.
I've been contacted by 12 people at 12 weddings between Alabama, Tennessee, and Mississippi.
Newlyweds and families told police they saw Henson walking through their receptions, helping herself to gift envelopes and money from purses in the wedding party changing rooms.
None of the checks or gift cards that she took have been used.
She happened upon some weddings. I don't believe that for a second.
Henson turned herself in to Florence police on Thursday. She now faces 2 theft charges and a warrant from Jensen Kirby's wedding in Limestone County, where the couple says she paid an uninvited visit in March.
I mean, there's no way that she can just happen on some of them.
It also allowed for her victims to find each other.
With the start of the school year, Anna and new husband Lee are focused on their daughter Aria.
She'll be 6 in October. She's starting kindergarten next week.
The gifts from their wedding were meant to go to the Fox G1 Foundation, a syndrome Aria lives with.
I'm just glad they got her, and at least so everyone now knows.
She definitely stole things from us that day, but she did not steal our joy, our happiness, or anything. She did not ruin our day.
The victims are miles apart, but they agree on one factor. They doubt they'll ever see a dime returned. In Florence, Joel Porter, WHNT News 19. A sunny and warm day for a ball game.
Sundays have not been very good for us this season.
For kids and parents, Sundays at Hank Aaron Stadium mean a chance to play catch on the field, grab a few autographs.
Charlie, give me a thumbs up.
Even get a picture with Kookie.
Taking some pictures, trying to catch a foul ball, get some mementos before we go.
It's the final games for the Mobile Bay Bears.
Appreciate y'all coming out today. Thank you.
But as John Joseph greets families who climb the stairs, they have the row, in some cases, an entire section to themselves.
We kind of expected to be more people here.
After 23 seasons, the Bay Bears and the visiting Tennessee Smokies will likely become the last minor league ball players to set foot on this diamond.
I don't know, it's kind of nice knowing because the facilities are a little dated, and so it's kind of like going, okay, like we get to play here, finish it, and be like, this place is kind of getting steamrolled.
So why are the Bay Bears leaving? Fans and workers tell me it's not for a lack of talent. Two of the biggest reasons are Biloxi and Pensacola. Both cities have landed a minor league baseball team in the last 10 years, and both are within an hour drive of Mobile. They tell me when that happened, it pulled a lot of the enthusiasm that Mobile previously enjoyed.
There's a saturation of teams along the Gulf Coast. You know, within a couple hundred miles, you got 4 minor league baseball teams.
I don't see any way it could have been saved.
Owner Ralph Nelson is tasked with closing the book on the Bay Bears while overseeing construction on the future home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
The stadium's making great progress. It's on budget. It's ahead of schedule.
I like it to become as much minor league as possible. So I believe you guys are being called the Trash Pandas. Is that what's coming? I absolutely love that.
We're in the entertainment business. At the end of the day, it's an entertainment business.
Nelson says of the current Bay Bears roster, he expects around a half dozen will join the Trash Pandas.
For the players, it won't make much difference. They leave spring training next year in Arizona, and instead of flying to Mobile, they're going to fly to Huntsville.
For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're
As Joseph helps bring the Bears season to an enthusiastic end, the families who showed up to see it say it was nice while it lasted. In Mobile, Joel Porter, WHNT News 19.